Good morning. So I am coming to you after sleeping in and getting a good walk. And yeah, so we're talking fat loss today and we are talking eating tactics specifically. And so I kind of put that post up just for you to kind of review. Have I maintained weight? Do I know what my maintenance calories are? Do I have a good relationship with food? Am I moving enough? Am I sleeping enough? Am I getting enough water? All of these things are things that you should have in place before committing to a fat loss journey. Now, fat loss should not be done for more than like 2 to 3 months at a time unless you have a significant amount of weight to lose. And even then, it might be a good idea to take a break, a diet break for a week or two for your psychological health and for your physical health too. If you're noticing weight loss is kind of stalling, it might mean that your thyroid is adjusting and you might need to take a little break. Now, with that said, if you are ready, if you're in a good place to commit to fat loss, then we're talking nutrition specifically. And I kind of want to go over the three macros and how you can maximize your eating in each of them, and then talk a little bit about hydration and how to kind of make the little extra things that can kind of help on fat loss. So, we're going to start off with protein. Now, red meat is one that can be very important, especially if you are low in iron. So, like me specifically, I am supposed to eat red meat. But with that said, red meat has a very high fat content, as does pork. So, if you are trying to lose fat, it's a good idea to look at turkey, chicken, fish, some of those lower calorie proteins. And please note that eggs only have 6 grams of protein per egg if you're eating the entire egg. So honestly, they are not the best bang for your buck when it comes to protein. So for protein, look at some of those, and also protein powder is a good one too to get the best bang for your buck for the amount of protein per calories. Now, next, we're going to talk about carbohydrates. When it comes to carbohydrates and protein are each only 4 calories per gram, whereas fat is 9 calories per gram. So, carbohydrates are going to fill you up, but again, look at some of those carbohydrates that are going to be a little bit lower calorie. So, you're looking sweet potatoes, brown rice, potatoes in general. They are going to be a really good source of carbohydrates for the calories, and they are going to be very filling and satiating. And so, for carbohydrates, that's a good place to look. Fruits also are a great source of carbohydrates, and then there's vegetables too, which are very low calorie and can be very filling. So, filling up on vegetables is a great tactic. And then finally, fats. So, when it comes to fats, like I was talking about earlier, when you're looking at red meat, there's a lot of saturated fat in red meat. And saturated fat, it's okay in moderation, but you want to keep that a lot lower than your unsaturated fat. So, this is going to be more of your plant based fats. Avocados, olive oil, coconut sources are considered. There is some saturated fat in there, but is a very good source of energy. And so these are the places that we want to be getting fat from so that they are in the unsaturated form. They are the healthiest. They're going to be good for our energy. And fats, again, like I said, the volume of fat is going to be pretty low for, how your overall diet. You do not need as much fat volume as you do protein and carbohydrates. Your nut butters, your nuts, your seeds, these are going to be some healthier fats that you can also incorporate into your diet. Now, as a whole, you can kind of see that all of these high quality foods are going to be a lot more filling. If you are eating Oreos, if you are eating a bag of chips, those type of things, they are going to be not a lot of food volume for the calories that they are. So when you're going to your whole food sources, they are going to fill you up a lot more. You're going to get a lot more food and you're going to have a lot more energy as a result of that. So the higher quality foods, the better. Now, hydration is another one. Not just drinking enough water, but also making sure you're getting electrolytes with that water. And then we're going to talk about some of those extras. If you are getting really sick of the foods you're eating, you can mix it up. You can change the spices. There's a lot of vinegars that are 0 calories. There are a lot of fizzy water drinks and kombucha, things that are low calorie or even 0 calorie. So just keeping it short and sweet this morning. Basically, there's a lot of ways that you can make the tastes interesting for your foods. Staying hydrated is going to help you feel fuller longer, have more energy. And then as far as your fats, aim for the unsaturated or plant-based fats. For protein, go for the lower fat proteins so you get more protein per calorie. And for carbohydrates, again, those good sources of carbohydrates, making sure you get some complex like potatoes, rice, and you also get some of the simple carbohydrates like fruits, and then a lot of veggies to fill you up if you're having a trouble, feeling satiated. So tomorrow, I know some of you were interested in one of the options yesterday. I forgot. I'll check. We also were talking body weight exercises if we are going on vacation. And then I had one more. It'll come to me, but I'll put it down there.